Moving is seriously no fun. Hey loves, it's me Elizabeth Lauren and welcome to my channel. So if you watched my last moving video, then you probably know that I mentioned I wanted to film the moving out process because a lot is going on and I still have a lot to do, but I've been packing and cleaning for the past couple days because today is pre-inspection day. What that means is someone's gonna come from the housing office and look at the house and see what needs to be done. And as you can see, I haven't even started on this room yet and I need to. So I just thought I would film the moving out process, and today I'm just gonna be packing and getting a couple more boxes. So if you'd like to see that, then just keep watching. Okay, so the housing lady just came by and she said I did a good job cleaning, so I'm kind of happy about that. But this is what the house looks like so far. Everything that was in here, our couches and everything, is gone. The dogs are hyper because they know someone was just here. And I pretty much have everything done in the kitchen packing wise, except for a couple more redone stuff. We have all of our boxes here. Nova, please. What are you doing? I just vacuumed. He always decides to roll on the carpet when I vacuum. Like, settle down. Sit. Sit down. What was that? Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna go down here because I can't. And then pretty much everything except for the stuff in the closet is packed. See, here he goes. Everything is packed down here except for the computer and stuff. And then the guest bedroom has extra boxes and all that. So we're pretty much good to go. And all we have to do pretty much is clean underneath the stove, clean the fridge, and then call maintenance and have them move the fridge. So we'll do that last, and they'll actually move the fridge in the kitchen area and then clean behind there. Clean the dishwasher and wash out our garbage cans, clean up the backyard, and then just do the blinds, which is gonna be so fun. But other than that, I pretty much got the house packed and clean in like only a couple of days. So I'm really proud because I normally put stuff off till last minute, and I'm so happy. I'm honestly really gonna miss this house, especially my beautiful kitchen. Like, I'm so sad. But I mean, we're gonna save a lot of money, and our savings has actually gone up a lot since we switched providers. So I'm really happy about that, and maybe we can go on a cool vacation this year, or maybe next year, I don't know yet. But we have to get a couple more boxes, and then I gotta pack my beauty room and do a lot more cleaning. Then in I forgot how many days, like 14, 15 days, we'll be moving. So it's crazy. And yeah, we're gonna go to Walmart, get a couple more boxes and some cleaning stuff, and then I will film me packing up my beauty room. So sad. I'm really not ready. So I said I was gonna pack a couple of days ago, and that didn't happen. Basically, procrastination at its finest.
I'm really proud because I normally put stuff off to last minute, and I'm so happy.
Like, I swear I have a problem. I ended up eating all of my birthday chocolates, which I'm now in love with, and I wish I would have had more because they're amazing. Like, I'm telling Jeffrey every day that we have to go to the store just to get more of them. Like, they're so good. And I ended up watching The Walking Dead with Jeffrey all night, and then there was a huge snowstorm. So Jeffrey actually had to come in the next day and work 2 shifts in one day, which was crazy. And I ended up staying up till like 4 in the morning until he got home because I literally can't sleep whenever he's gone. Like, I don't know why, I just cannot sleep. And I cannot believe we only have 11 days until the move. I'm so sad. I don't want to leave. I love it here so much. I love my beauty room. I love having a yard for the dogs so that they can play outside all day while I do, you know, chores and stuff inside. And we're not gonna have that anymore. Now I'm actually gonna have to go outside with them, and they're not gonna get to play. Like, we're gonna have to take them to dog parks or something because Nova has so much energy. Like, I don't know what we're gonna do. and we already packed up pretty much every room except for this room because I thought I was gonna film a couple more videos, but I've just been procrastinating like I always do. So yeah, I don't know. I'm like so stressed out and like just ready for this move to be over with so that I can start cleaning up the new place. But it's gonna be like a whole day of cleaning, and then on top of that I gotta decorate and move everything the way I want it and figure out what I'm gonna do because the kitchen is so small. Like when y'all see this place, y'all are gonna be like, really? So yeah, I'm just stressed out and ready for this to be over with. Okay, so y'all have seen my beauty room, but I bet y'all have never seen it look like this. It's a little tragic right now, a little messy, and I got a lot to do. I've already been putting stuff in these bins to kind of get stuff out of the way so I can just pick them up and bring them in the truck. But everything else is going to be packed up, and literally I only have this one tote. So we may have to buy some more totes, I'm not sure yet. But first I'm going to start with the makeup because I want to take everything out of this little organizer that I have because the drawers open really easily, and plus there's wheels at the bottom, so it just has to be packed better because if my makeup breaks, I'ma cry. So we're gonna get started. First, we're gonna pack up the things that I'm gonna use on a daily makeup wise because I cannot leave the house without makeup. Like my skin isn't cute enough for that. But we're gonna be using this little makeup traveling case. I bring this with me all the time on vacation. Okay, so what I love about this is how huge it is. Like it has a compartment here, you have all the space down here, and a huge lid so you can store stuff on top. And I got this at Walmart. So I need foundation, and I'm bringing both of these because I'm almost out of my Fenty Beauty foundation. The beauty blender is a must, you gotta have that. You need a brow stuff, so I'm bringing that, as well as my brow brushes. I'm gonna bring 2 of them. Face brush, highlighting brushes, contour, and a blush brush, because these are the ones I use on a daily basis, so we'll stick those in here as well. Little brightening concealer things, I'll bring those. Chapstick and a mascara is a must. So we're gonna put those actually up here. And some moisturizer. This is my fave. I have to have it all the time. And then my eye makeup brushes. This doesn't even go in here. I'm gonna take my Morphe M433 brush because I love this. Put it in here. My 2 Morphe brushes. This brush for my inner corner, and I need this brush for my brows. Try this brush to blend, and all the other brushes I'll just go ahead and put into storage. And my favorite powder, gotta add that, and a highlighter. So that's pretty much all I'm gonna bring in this little traveling thing. And I'm probably gonna put my favorite smaller palettes like this Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina palette in here just because I don't want them to break and I don't want to pack them. I'd rather pack everything else. So I'm gonna try and fit as many in here as I can. Okay, so I just did my makeup that I'm gonna keep, and now I'm going to add stuff to this tote, as well as this little mailing box that I have. This is actually gonna go in a backpack or something, a bubble wrap, and a trash can because I have some makeup that I might actually throw away. Any old mascaras that I have, I'm gonna save the wands because I actually heard that you can send them to this wildlife reserve, I think is what it's called. Just make sure you clean your mascara wands really well before sending them, and you can just mail them to them and they can actually use them to help save animals' lives by cleaning any bacterias or oil spills or anything like that on animals. So I think that's really awesome, and I have a ton of old mascaras that I'm gonna send. So yeah, I'm excited about that actually. couple hours later, and this is the progress I made. Oh my gosh, it looks like a disaster in here, but hopefully in a few days this will all be packed up. I decided to stop today because I have to finish cleaning the kitchen. Oh my god, I'm tired. What even? Like, why is my hair doing this? It's so annoying. So today is my final day in our home, and I'm so sad, and honestly I'm not ready to move. I'm not ready to leave, but I'm also really ready for this move and this crazy process to be over with, because it's been a lot. Like, I will sit down and tell y'all about it in a minute because I don't want to move my camera around too much like I'm already doing. And there's Novi up there groaning because she doesn't want to leave either. Okay, so the only things that I have to put in the garage is the stuff that's in this closet right here. And then I have to bring the kennel that we put down there, and the ladder and the computer and stuff in the garage tomorrow, because the U-Haul's coming tomorrow. We have to go get that at like 10, I think. And then I have all this stuff on the counters just because we cleaned out the pantry and I'm gonna keep it clean, and that goes to the freezer. I was actually cleaning the freezer, and by the way, even though I put it on the lowest setting, I realized that spraying cleaner in a freezer instantly makes the cleaner freeze. Like, I don't know why I didn't think about that, but I cleaned it out really, really good. I'm very proud of myself. And then I did the fridge, and then we have to move the fridge on the 28th. So tomorrow we're gonna be moving into the new place. Hey, Novi. And then on the 28th, we have to go back here and have maintenance move the fridge so that we can clean behind it, because it's really dusty, and that's like one of the requirements before you move. This is the kitchen. It's very, very clean. I mopped yesterday. And then upstairs, we painted all the walls again. There's Loki Loke. Oh, and by the way, painting with dogs is so difficult because as soon as you paint, they want to go and lick on the walls, which is so annoying. And then they slobber and get stains on the walls all over again. So it's been fun. The bathroom and the bedroom are the only rooms that I need to work on, and my room, I have to take all of this stuff and put it in the garage today. That's my job for today, so that's gonna be fun. But I actually got a lot done. Like, this is all empty now. I just have to vacuum in here and move the stuff out. So after I did my moving out video part 1 where I explained what was going on, I actually got a couple comments, and my friend Kaylee messaged me as well, some advice about moving. So I want to tell y'all really quick what that was. I got a lot of comments about people saying that base housing isn't really that great in other places, and I've actually heard this. I've heard that this housing on Grand Forks Air Force Base in particular is really nice compared to a lot of other bases. There's been issues with mold and mice, which ew. But what I forgot to mention about this base is there's actually flooding problems in basements. I've heard about some people's basements flooding while they were gone on vacation because they forgot to turn the water off, and they ended up having to pay for it. And it flooded so bad that it went all the way up to their ceiling in the basement. So you got to be really, really careful. Housing will actually tell you when you move to put out a blue hose. And every house on this base, I believe, except for the higher rank housing, which even then I think they might be connected to, but I'm not for sure. Every house is like a duplex. So you got a unit on each side, and we are unit B, and our neighbors on unit A, they actually have the hose, so they would be the one to put out the hose every spring. So yeah, that's kind of crazy to think about, like coming home from vacation and your house flooding, and then you have to pay for all the damages. Like, that's crazy. And there's actually molding on this base too. I've actually heard about that on the spouse page, but I've never seen any. I've always had good experiences. The only thing that I will say about this base is they're very slow when it comes to maintenance coming to help. And I know, like, in the winter it's like really cold and they don't really want to go out, but there's been a leak in our humidifier, and we called maintenance and they came over and they turned the hose thing off. I don't really know how to explain it, but they turned this hose off and they haven't fixed it since. So we have to mention that before we move, because we don't want to be liable for anything happening with the humidifier. Not that I think it would, but just in case. But yeah, just keep that in mind because housing on each base is different. You're not always going to have the same experience as what you see online. You might have a backyard, you might not, and you might want to live off base. Also, someone brought up a really good point about people not always having the option to live off base, and that's very true. If you have dogs like we do, it's very limited what we could find off base. We tried to look for housing for rent, but there really wasn't any available, especially near the base. So for us, we had to get a apartment, and yeah, our options were really limited with dogs. And if you have a family and kids, you might want to live on base anyway, just for that community feel and to be closer to work and everything. So again, that's something to think about. Also, Kaylee told me that if you have renter's insurance with USAA, which thank God we do, then they actually cover any cost that housing charges you for any damages or anything missing. USAA doesn't cover the full cost, but they will cover some of the cost. So I think that's awesome. And I'm hoping we don't owe a lot in this house. I've been cleaning nonstop and, you know, doing everything on the list just to make sure that we don't owe a lot, but we do have like 2 holes in the carpet from a vacuum, and you never know like what housing could find. So I'm kind of nervous, but I'm hoping that it's not a lot. But yeah, I'm gonna go and finish cleaning and packing, and I will see y'all tomorrow for moving day.